Go.
What's going on? Welcome to the Breezy Show, and we about to get started. Today we're gonna talk about the Aretha Franklin funeral. Aria Grande getting groped by the minister, pastor, who the fuck that
Charles
is?
Ellis
Charles
the third.
Ellis. I'm not about to get that nigga the third. Fuck that nigga like that. Charles Ellis. How about that? Now, for those of y'all don't know me, um, I'm an artist, rapper, um, and this is my work right here. Just a little something show y'all what I do. You know what I mean? Nigga don't just bust lyrics and spit and shit and talk shit. I actually, I get down. I do my thing, man. I'm an artist, all the way, and I love art. I appreciate art in many forms, and that's what I do. So, we're just gonna Miss Charles is gonna interview me and ask me some questions about how I feel about this situation that happened, and yeah,
Yeah. So glad to have you here on your channel, Breezy.
thank you.
And as we all know, over this past weekend, it was Aretha Franklin's homecoming service.
Yes,
And it was a lot of amazing artists there
yes,
paying homage and tribute to a legend. And
yes,
Ariana Grande, she just followed suit and she sung a beautiful song. And
yes, she did. Yes, she did. Yes, she did.
after a great performance, I want to get your opinion on exactly what you noticed when Pastor Charles Ellis III stood next to Ariana. What was your first take on that? Your initial thought when you first saw him standing next to Ariana? Because, and I
Okay,
just want to
okay.
say,
Let me say this: when I first saw him standing next to her, I didn't think a fucking thing. Excuse my language, but I didn't. Now, um, as the time progressed and I saw what he was doing, I started feeling a certain type of way. So you want to pick up from there?
well, a lot of people at home noticed what he was doing. I don't even think the audience members caught on to it as much so as the people who were tuning in, millions of viewers across the world watching Aretha's funeral on
Yes, yes,
TV.
yes,
And they were the ones who noticed this and protested and said,
yes.
his hand is a little too high. And
Uh-huh.
it's a little too low, excuse me. And it's remaining in a certain area right by her right breast. And he didn't let go.
Yes,
That's
Lord.
what my opinion was. So, do you agree?
Okay, let's start off for the performance. I thought Ariana Grande sound great, amazing. And when you're at a funeral, it's a little different from being in an arena. You got a lot of pressure, you know, uh, a lot of pressure to perform a certain type of way, especially for the Queen of Soul. That's the Queen of Soul. And everybody gonna judge you off this performance. I think she stood up. She did a great job. Now the only problem I have, and it wasn't her problem, it was her choir or her backup singers. They went flat. I don't think she went flat. She sung that song as good as she possibly could for who she is, and she's a great performer. Obviously, I feel Jennifer Hudson would have did better, but come on now.
Well,
I mean,
I think what Jennifer Hudson was trying to do, Breezy, she was basically just trying to sing one of her great gospel songs. Because we know Natural Woman and Respect, those are just the mainstream songs that Aretha did
yes,
that
Lord.
people redid and covered in movies and things to that sort.
Yes, Lord.
But I think that Jennifer wanted to hit one of them gospel songs. And to be quite honest, I'm not that familiar with her great gospel songs. So, but yeah, that probably, J Hug could have covered that too. But
Yes,
back
Lord.
to the main point of what we're discussing this evening. And that is because a lot of people could say they have mixed views. That, yeah, his hand was kind of low in near the side of the breast, but that he didn't mean no harm in trying to deliberately do that to her. And that, it was a very long funeral. He said he had been on the scene for 9 hours. And, maybe in a situation like that, can you agree that
Let me tell you something. Let me say something. I hate to cut you off like this, but I'm going to be honest with you. That motherfucker's a pervert. All right? Straight up. Let me go back to, I saw this. He walked up. He congratulated her. He immediately put his hand right up under her breast. And it wasn't that far back. I mean, there's no argument there. No argument whatsoever motherfucking ever. He grabbed her breast from the beginning. And if you watch the video, he started fondling. He started moving his fingers like this. Look at my motherfucking fingers, y'all. This is what he's doing to this girl titties. Side of the titties, half the titty, the beginning or the ending of the titty. He grabbing the motherfucking titties. All right? Now, you want to say, well, okay, I guess certain people think you ain't grabbing the titty unless you grab the nipple. Okay. Well, that's bullshit. I know nipples are placed all over. I mean, women got nipples up high, up low, to the side, more. I mean, we don't know where Ariana Grande nipple is, but I guarantee you, he grabbed that motherfucking nipple. Keep looking at the video.
Well, what I will say, Breezy, just by the look on his face and his body language within himself, you could tell that maybe he was in the mood to be a little flirtatious with Ariana.